it had already went up, and I'm like,
Yes.
Wow.
They would.
I farted one time, and now my stomach doesn't hurt anymore.
Yeah.
man, we running over there.
We're all on it.
running
We're all
over
jumping
there.
on it.
Intro good, bro. You guys like on my intro.
How did we did?
Barstool Sports.
Barstool.
Rank it. Franchise.
On my Jameson, man, I'm starting to feel a little good.
Yeah,
Yes. What?
Oh.
Bro.
Water from the East Coast, so they can make the pieces on the West
Oh.
Coast taste like the East Coast pizza.
Egg sausage burger with mayonnaise on it. Try now. Like, they be putting some weird combinations out, bro.
If you've ever passed gas or needed to go to the bathroom, we've got something for you.
Cheers, man. Cheers.
Get
Cheers.
wasted.
Cheers, guys.
Welcome to the 1VERSE podcast.
Okay, guys, welcome to the 1VERSE podcast, the number one podcast in the Metaverse. Today, we have a very special guest, but before we get to that special guest, I am NeoVerse, this is Isaac, and this is Schilck. And the special guest of the day is DaniccaCity, the one and only creator of Club Vivid and the
This is
Stew.
first time.
Hey!
So first things first, introduce yourself. How'd you get into the metaverse?
What's up, everybody? If you don't know, you won't know. It's your man in the digit flesh, DaniccaCity, aka DaniccaVR, aka Father Metaverse. I got my people in the building. Shout out Crack Goddess. Shout out Tiffany KJ86. And shout out Chameleon for stopping through. Yeah. And what was the second question?
How'd you
Your
get
Honor.
into the metaverse? Like, what got you in here? Why you here, bro?
So honestly, seeing the commercial for Horizon, we all kind of, I mean, a lot of us got like a real twinkle in our eye. We got really inspired from the planes and just them being able to whip up different kind of experiences. I think I've been waiting like something for this for a while. I hadn't really been into the PC social games and apps. It's just not really my flavor, but VR is definitely right up my alley. I started off with the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, and they had the Gear VR headset for it. That was like my first real dive into VR. And then right after that, I got the Google Cardboard just so I can do more experiences, try YouTube. I had the Oculus Rift. I've had the Oculus Go, Quest 1. I'm on my second Q2, but about to be my third. Yeah, man. When I got into the app, yeah, the big thing was for me to just try to open up my creativity and have an outlet for that, you know, and then see how far I could go with the tools.
Right
Yeah,
on, man.
Mhm.
So when did because you've been here from almost the beginning of Horizon Worlds. So from where it's been, from where it was in the past to where it is now, you know, what
Right.
do you see that, you know, changes that you've liked and stuff like that?
Facial hair. We got
Facial
facial hair. That's
That
right.
wasn't here in the beginning.
Hell no. Oh my God. It was a struggle. It was a struggle, man. It was a long time coming, when I tell you.
Yeah.
What did it seem like,
was
though, in the
pretty-
beginning?
Seriously,
pretty
all the
ugly.
guys we met up and like just stroking our beards, like, yeah, what you got the
Bald.
size? Like people were bringing out the curly mustaches. You just wanted to put something on, like at that point. But
How
for the
recent is
longest,
that?
so I've been on here since August 2020, end of August 2020, something like that. And we didn't get facial hair till about a year in. Yeah.
Mm.
Dang, that's a long time.
About a year in, yeah. So right before the big rush, I say, yeah. And then the
So that-
clothing, everything has evolved immensely. We started off just Picture what Facebook employees will wear. No offense, Facebook employees. I'm just saying.
We love you.
Like, very standardized clothing, you know, button-ups with the sleeves rolled up and suits, and it just the hoodies and the sweatshirts and the fluffy jackets with the chains. This was not here. All this individuality, the endless amount of hairstyles. I mean, especially for like the ladies, like wow, the ponytails, the braids. I mean, the locks, dreads. It was very basic for sure. Come a long way.
So did everybody like just seem the same or what? Like everybody literally looked the same? Besides like skin tone?
I wouldn't say the same, but just a lot less character, a lot less. You know, like it's to the point now, I can see you when you make different changes to your avatar, and I can still see you. So that just says something about customization. You don't get lost once you make one or two changes. You still can keep that core. Whereas before, it wasn't enough individuality, really. Like you could change one thing and then a person was like, oh, that's you? Oh. Like you can get lost in the sauce real quick.
Damn. Man.
Lost in the sauce.
What would you say? One thing I think they have improved compared to what you remember, but do you think they could get more skin tones? I feel like I'm a little too dark, but then if I try and do lighter, I'm way too light and I'd be looking red. Like I think they need
Like
to
a
work
lobster.
on the skin tones a little, man.
You know
Or
what?
they
You
could
can
even get
always have more
unnatural.
for sure.
Like
sure.
they should do like yellow, green,
yeah.
blue skin
Yeah.
tones.
We were just
That would
talking
be
about that
dope,
yesterday.
right?
That'd be
It
pretty
depends
trippy,
on how
though.
they want to go with the app. I think
Yeah.
for right now they're focused on realism, so that's why you even see them. That's them starting to cater to different people. Just like I'm starting to see hearing aids a lot more. I thought that was like the coolest shit. Just to see that they had hearing aids, that was like fire to me. Because I'm like, oh, that's a whole other aspect that I didn't even think about. That's when I'm really impressed, when I see things that I wasn't even paying attention to. So even if if somebody wants to have you know, a wheelchair attached to them, if that's part of their identity, that's something they want. You know, I don't think that's an accessory that's, you know, too far out. It just kind of I admire them trying and expanding for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I definitely agree though. More skin tones for sure. Let's do that. I don't necessarily think green yet, because once we start doing things that are super unrealistic, then it's like, all right, well, you might as well just let me get a robot face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's
Right?
green
How
people
far can
out
we
there.
take it? Can
I
have
feel like
a-
they could just
Do
go
you
to
think there's
VR
green
chat
people?
or Allspace and they could get that. You know, they could just go to VR.
That's true.
VR
Yeah,
chat
that's definitely apps
or Allspace and get
for
that.
completely customizing yourself. I mean, to the point where I
literally.
talk about this on another podcast, but you know, VR chat is very interesting when you go on there and you see people just looking at themselves in the mirror.
In the mirror,
for
that's all they do.
hours.
They love
they
doing
won't
that.
go anywhere. They won't use a lot of the inner activities. Not everybody, but it's
I've heard a
very
lot of that.
interesting.
The majority.
But
Definitely.
but think about it. I mean, they're no different than us. They just ended up on that app. What about fully customizing yourself to some degree makes you want to just stop and like, I don't know. That's just,
Admire it.
it's always weird to me, right? Because there's a certain amount of like, of course, you're gonna peek in the mirror, look at yourself real quick, and then. But as humans, we tend to not necessarily all like get in front of the mirror. Just go like, yeah. I don't know.
I don't know about y'all.
There's something
but I
there.
do.
There's something there.
People
Do you-
actually
oh,
being
but-
like,
but you never
I
know.
like what I see, right? Everybody's so self-conscious
be a
when they
part
look
of
at
it.
their true self. They're looking at their avatar like, finally, I'm like happy with
Yeah.
how I look, right?
I can finally have abs, like a six
So
pack.
what we have to do is, once we get mirrors in here, we have to see if that's something we doing here. Will we
Yeah.
all be just mesmerized by the mirror, right? Will there be reflections on the table and we're just like,
So, Danica, the other question I got for you, when you first got logged in here into Horizon Worlds, what was like your your experience, like that thought that you saw, like the future vision of this space? Like, did you see the future vision of this space right away? Like, was it like mind blowing to you, or was it like, oh wow, cool, another social media kind of platform, social platform?
I definitely didn't think about social media necessarily, and I'm not really a social media guy. I definitely try to participate for my business and to communicate with others, but I'd much rather get in here and create or socialize with you guys than scroll down Instagram for hours. 100%.
Okay.
So when I first came in here, I think after I saw a good amount of response, even early on, there would be people telling me, "Hey, man, you need to capitalize. Hey, man, there's a rush coming. Hey, start creating, keep creating. You're doing good." And a lot of that feedback definitely just pushed me to continue and just try to get better. When I first started creating worlds, I didn't even know that people was like people were coming to my worlds and seeing what I had, and they would come in daily and watch my updates. I was so paranoid that the app wouldn't save my changes that I would always push publish. And I'm not realizing that people can actually go and see my world, and they were hopping in. And then I came in one day, and then someone was like, "Hey man, I saw this change you made, and then I saw you added this, and then the magic carpet. Oh man, it works good. Now I need you to do this and this." I'm like, "Oh snap!" People are seeing this, they're experiencing it. And then my first world, I had basically a mountain pass where you go up the mountain. It's a pretty peaceful walk, and then there's just words of encouragement and just adjectives that I thought would help someone out if they're feeling depressed, or at least take them to a space where if they're feeling, defeated, or some of us go through different points of depression. I was at the first point in my life where I had seen people up close that I had known. They, about 3 dudes and maybe a 3-week span or a month span told me they wanted to kill themselves.
Oh.
And this was something that I hadn't really experienced a lot. I definitely seen people online, but it definitely hit home when it's 3 people I know and people who I consider to be regular, if not strong, right? So it let me know it's like, man, no matter what I think, no matter how someone may behave, you can't really predict where they are. You guys could be, I could think you guys are on cloud 9, but we could get away from the show and you're like, "Hey man, I'm not happy right now." So there was something to that. And there was a certain helplessness I felt also, because I'm the type of guy, like if you tell me there's something wrong with you, or if you tell me like something's bugging you, I try to come up with a solution, or I'll at least try to like give you a something that you could work with to at least maybe get a peace of mind with whatever you're dealing with. But when someone is thinking about self-termination, I found that it was just very hard to figure out, where those feelings come from, because it's a world I couldn't necessarily relate to. So when they were telling me this, I'm like, man, but the roses, man, it's like, they don't care about the roses. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, about your family, man. If it wasn't me, I'd be going for them. It's like, oh crap. It's like, there's really nothing that you could ever really say per se to just fix the situation. So all you can do is try to create a safe space and try to create dialogue, or at least try to create, somewhere where somebody can get a peace of mind. So when I made that, as you're going up there, I didn't know what to write. I'm thinking about these different things I try to talk to them about, and I'm like, man, how could I, so it's just a bunch of different random things. What you think
like
is
neon
important
letters,
and how you
right?
feel.
I think I was there yesterday.
It's called the Mountain Pass Pad.
I think I was there yesterday, actually.
There's a
And I was
magic
like, oh, this
carpet
is kind of dope.
and a hot air balloon, and there's like things
It's got
in
a bunch of
clouds.
it's got a bunch of positive words.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And there's
What
no
is it,
real
affirmations?
consistency to it. Sort of, yeah. There's certain affirmations for sure. And then
Okay.
other things was just like your story's not, your story's not over, you can do it. How you think and what and just I can't remember exactly what I typed, but just my aim was to really try to put myself in those shoes and just attempt to make something positive. And
Wow.
that I think just set the stage for people to receive me well, and then the world was received, because even if you're not depressed at this moment, there's something about being able to have that empathy for another, and to be able to want to step into their shoes and kind of just lend your heart to certain situations. I think that's why we watch feel good movies, even though it may be something tragic in the beginning and people end up hugging at the end, right? And they maybe find a new family member. There's all of this up and down in the middle, but that's a part of the journey, right? It's kind of, metaphorical. That's the whole reason you're going up a mountain, right? It's a part of a journey, right? But there's positivity along the way. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm glad you went there.
That's powerful.
Yeah, dude.
Wow,
that's
that's
the end
amazing.
of the podcast. We ended off on such a high note. I can't see it getting better. Thank you guys for coming by, right? Oh man. Wow, that was dope, man. Dude, kindness is just gonna take you so far ahead. I'm so happy you said that, man, because even if you don't experience it, like, did you give your friends the VR headset and be like, look at this world that I built for you, or some shit like that?
No. When I started this, quarantine was at its height.
Mm.
I don't know if it was hype for you guys, but August 2020 was like hype for me. That was like when it peaked. That was like when I left the house, I had like 2 t-shirts around my face and
Damn.
goggles. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? The stock market just crashed, right?
Mhm.
Everybody's acting crazy.
Then what
Can't
state were
wipe
you
your
in?
butt. Like it was a tricky time. So I don't tell people.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
But
But,
I think everybody was experiencing similar things around the country.
Yeah.
From protests, crime
Yep.
spikes, rioting. Man,
Yeah,
it
in
was
certain states,
it was an
more than
interesting
others, for
point, man.
sure.
So unfortunately, I wasn't in a position to really, I don't necessarily know if mentally, but definitely quarantine wise, I wasn't coming near most people, just
Yeah.
mainly family and focusing on them. But I didn't look just towards my friends. I was like, man, how could I help anybody in this situation?
Yeah.
Like my friends, I'll sit and talk to my friends for hours, even if I don't feel it necessarily goes anywhere. I think the fact that someone cares about this situation and cares to talk to you, that'll at least give you a buffer when you think that you're all alone. And sometimes that's all somebody needs, I remember a friend had posted basically that he took some pills and then he wanted, it was like one Snapchat was like, man, I don't, I'm tired of this. It's about to be over. I'm sick of this. And the next post is like, I just took a bunch of pills and this is about to be it. And you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And then the next, like, I'm instantly like, what the heck? I call him and it's like, man, luckily he decided to start walking towards the hospital. He was upset.
Oh, man.
And I'll never tell this person's name. So if you ever
Good.
see this,
Right.
just know, but yeah, man, just and luckily he went and got his stomach pumped and everything. But
That's awesome.
just being in those situations and witnessing that, it's like all you can do is just try to call. I'm glad he even picked up the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like if nothing else, man, when you see people in turmoil, just like even if they're being erratic, like man, just try to talk to them. That's all you can do. Just lend an ear, like that's it.
I feel like when you posting online, like stuff like that, it might be of course, I'm not saying they ain't willing to do it, but it's a cry for help, right? If you're really
Oh,
done and
definitely.
you don't want
They
help,
definitely do.
you ain't gonna say nothing. You'll maybe leave that
Mhm.
note, but
Definitely.
yeah, that's awesome. He just wanted somebody to know that like they cared about him probably, and you stepped
Right.
up and was like, "Yo, I care about you."
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
man.
Yeah, not
Damn.
just my friends, man. I can't let no human just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care if I don't even know you well, you know.
Yeah. You
Would
don't
you say
step
that's
on
kind of
Always,
toes.
like your
man.
mission?
Everybody always look to be heroes, man. Whenever
Is
you
that
get an
like your mission
opportunity,
here in the
see somebody stuck
metaverse?
on the side of the road. That's just me in life, man. If I see people stuck on the side of the road, and when I can, I pull over and oh, you need some gas? All right, we're gonna go get some gas real quick. Because it's
Yeah.
happened to me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's happened to me. Oh shit, I'm on the way. I'm almost there. Do, 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 do.
Yeah.
And some random person come. I remember I was stuck on the side of the road, and I was like on the way to the gas station, but I was a ways, right? And I was going up this steep hill, and that's what really made the gas just right. This dude went, got me gas. He pulled over. Hey, I got you. I'll be right back. Got me gas. Put the gas in the car. The car ran out of battery from sitting there with the hazards on too long. He went back home, got his jumper cables, came back and jumped.
Wow.
Bruh, I
Above and
can
beyond,
never
man.
What? Come on, man. Anytime I
Above
got
and
some free
beyond.
time, cause it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Damn.
Definitely.
It's gonna
Karma
come
is
back.
a real thing, isn't it? It is a real thing.
Hey man,
You know, if
I
if
call
you
it
do
God is
good, you get
good,
good
you
back.
know?
Yeah.
That's right.
If you
That's
do
right,
good, you
man.
get good. If you do shitty, you get shitty. If you know if you're
Yeah.
not real, it's like it's just a full circle. That's how life is. You know,
Yep.
if you support, you get support. If you what was that?
Pay it forward days,
That
April
everything comes
20,
back full circle.
28th.
Yeah.
They're talking
Yeah,
about
everything
Yeah,
full
so I
circle.
forward.
got confused.
How do you
April
think you could
28th.
take that? Like with me, my mission here and our mission is to like do good and help people and make a real world impact in the metaverse. And how do you think you could relate that mentality to what you're doing here?
I just try to carry myself in a way that I want other people to be.
Mm,
So I just try to like you won't hear me walk up to you and call you a B because I don't want you doing that to me, you know.
Mm.
I try to respect others because I just want respect. I try to give out, positivity because I want that back. I try to roll with people who are like-minded, like Crack Goddess and Tiffany, because I want that energy around me, that
yeah.
energy, that
Mhm.
positivity, those type of people.
Hey,
I
shout
feel
out
I just
you.
try to,
Verse.
keep a certain sense of community,
We can
and
hear
I
you, bro.
think that just,
I'm
I
sorry.
try to make it infectious, and I definitely think it is, definitely.
Yeah, and creating a culture, I've been saying this, like online, the culture, especially with like Twitter, it's so toxic. And if this place becomes like Twitter, it's just gonna be not fun to be in because it's just gonna be toxic, right? But if you can be an example and be like, yo, this is how we act here in the metaverse. There are actually people behind these avatars. We're not gonna mess it up. This is actually going to be a fun place to be and stay fun. Everybody right now is just so kind. That's why I love it here. But if you
That's
get to be like toxic Twitter, I'm probably going to be out, or at least it's not going to be as fun, right?
Well,
So
you know what?
that's really dope, man.
The sad thing is it's sort of inevitable. But the big
Yeah.
thing is that, okay, right now, can we I'm not gonna say there's toxicity. Can we find toxicity in the metaverse? If we look,
Yes.
if we try to find and
Yes,
dig, we can
definitely.
find it. But
Oh,
do
yeah,
we have to
definitely.
retweet it? Do we have to comment on it? Do we have to like it? Do we have to spread it? The
And be around
negativity
it.
and the BS is
Yeah.
always gonna be there. We just have to make sure that we're like if something negative comes across me, man, I leave it where it is. I don't carry that with me. I'm not gonna carry that to this
Exactly.
podcast. Hey man,
Exactly.
and no.
Exactly.
And again, that just goes back to me trying to set the example. It's not for me to tell everybody what to do. If someone admires me, because I could be going tomorrow. All right, bam. They can at least look and say, all right, Danica roll like this. You know,
Yeah.
hell no, I'm nowhere near perfect. You know what I'm saying? But I do try to I try to help people. I try to make a way for myself in this metaverse. I'm trying to capitalize. I'm trying to brand. I'm trying to expand. I'm trying to network. Right? I'm trying to be a part of the community. Want to help the community. When you talk about mission statements, it's like I got a million mission statements, right? Something I've been thinking about all day, like the last 24 hours strong. My relationship with my family, you know. I gotta work on that. I gotta try to be better. I gotta try to handle this situation better, man. I'm just all around trying to be a better human, and then hopefully I can push that out as, you know, as something that's, that others should do. You know, hell no, I'm nowhere near perfect, but I definitely try to, you know, put out there a good image and good energy, you know, for everybody, including myself and my family.
That's very
So
important.
hopefully, once we come to the table and it's really, really set right, you know, I'll be worth it, man. But this is all a blessing, just to be able to sit here and do this with you guys and have people like Crack and Tiffany and Mad Money and Chameleon in the building just supporting, man. It's just dope.
Yeah, so support is definitely very important to kind of like start setting those foundations to start, making a difference, spreading out that positive energy. So shout out to the support. Shout out to the support.
Hey, Danica, would you say this is your favorite metaverse? Or actually, I just said a biased question. What's your favorite metaverse?
Easily Horizon Worlds. Easily, man. It's got the best community. We have some of the most popular people on the planet, pushing this out, man. There's power in that. They change things a lot, even though things are broken, at a lot of the times. And some things have never been perfect and aren't going to be perfect. But this app, man, they're really pushing the limits. They're updating things, fast. Like, I'm really optimistic for what this app holds. I think alt space has had a big opportunity, but I think they may have sat on it a little too long and didn't grow it enough. And I think now that they're adding a lot of different things, I'm not sure. I don't know, man. Their avatars aren't even really like, come on,
Yeah,
and not to
definitely not
disparage
like this.
alt space. I like the things that some of the people who I communicate with are doing over there. They're doing great things on alt space. But for me, Horizon, man, and it's only gonna get better. I mean, we haven't even got pictures yet, and we've got all this traffic, all these people, all these events, this community that's just sprung up in like 4 months. This has been going super duper strong. Likes everywhere, comments everywhere, man. This is it right now, man. And we're a part of and being pushed by the biggest social media platform ever. It's kind of crazy, man.
Yeah.
Everybody be sure to know that this dude is like Mark and him are best friends. If he talks bad about this place, Mark's gonna like cancel him. So he's biased. I'm just messing with you. But speaking of that, like you kind of legendary with Horizon Worlds just because you got posted to like tell us about that commercial that your world was featured in.
Sure. So they featured Club Vivid and a commercial spot for Horizon Worlds. That was ridiculous. Yeah, that was crazy. It's still surreal that that's happened. I think that's just a testament to my work, and just staying, just having a certain amount of stick-to-itiveness, even when the app was closed, there was a lot of people on the app, but not a lot of people on the app. You could go into rooms and very often see some of the same people. I'm sure you guys experience that now, and we're at 300,000 plus users. Imagine if it's like 40,000,
Yeah.
So even when I was putting out content early on, I still got some sort of recognition for it. And I think that's always just helped me to know, okay, I do have a place in this metaverse. I tell people this also, the app was definitely not as diverse as it is now. 100%. I don't know if it's the Oculus headset marketing or if it's a coupling of things, but the invite-only version of this was definitely not so diverse. Definitely not.
Oh, really?
And now it's
And by
just
diverse,
like,
could you explain what you mean?
You just didn't see a lot of diversity, racially, culturally.
Okay.
Definitely, I didn't see a lot of Black people. Definitely not. To the point where when I would see another Black person, I'd be so curious, like, "Hey, where'd you come from? What you doing? How'd you get your invite? How long you been in the VR?" And now it's just to the point where, it's just commonplace. I think it's a testament to them opening up the app and really letting it go, because they could have kept it invite only, but clearly, the diversity says otherwise. We needed them doors open. So that's definitely a big change I noticed, for sure.
Who do you think the major race is here right now?
I think right now it's everybody. Now it's open. You see everything. You see everything. Everything, everybody. I can't wait until we open it up to the planet, because getting on at like
I can't wait.
3 a.m. and then coming in the rooms and everybody speaking Japanese. But
that's what I'm
they're
worried
also
about.
bilingual. No, that most people are bilingual. I'm be honest. You go on VR chat, you'll rarely come into a room where nobody speaks English.
Yeah.
I think that Americans, we tend to be the single linguist people. Most cultures, that's pretty standard to learn two languages.
Like,
Not necessarily stubborn.
Language, right?
Our educational system is just broken. Americans are not that
right.
smart anymore, and it's
Right.
a testament to the broken educational system. It's not that they want everybody to be dumb, but it's just, we still got stupid stuff in the books. They're still arguing over, updating the history books. It's like, dude, we need to be learning architecture and like getting kids VR headsets. And y'all still worried about,
or art.
Putting
we need to
crap
teach art
in the
more.
books, man.
Definitely.
100%.
Like
100%.
Music or meditation, thoughtfulness. If people had your thoughtfulness right now, Danica, like this world would be so much better. And you probably didn't always have this, but mindfulness is the most important thing. Actually thinking like how you're going to do things when you do it instead of just reacting. Like if we just really thought about what we was going to do.
I had a very, yeah, I agree. I had an interesting childhood, to the point where I had to be calculated. I always had to think about what I said and what that would bring. I think it just comes from, it has to be taught in the home. So too many times we see parents now so catering more to the children than to the benefit of the family. You see kids just kind of throwing tantrums, doing whatever they want. We're not necessarily shielding the children or giving them the right amount of positive construct as well as art. You should have a huge amount spent on making a kid creative as well as giving them structure. But too often it's like iPad, go in your room,
Yeah.
and the kids just do what they want to do. They're
Mhm.
being raised by YouTube, you know,
Or crazies on the internet, like
or
chat rooms.
or South Park and Family Guy. Man,
Exactly. Yeah. And they don't
dude,
realize it's a joke.
I watched those and that
dude,
came out all right.
dude, that stuff is that stuff is too edgy for me, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Most of that stuff is too edgy for me.
The real edgy, yeah.
Serious, man.
South Park a lot more. Family Guy's toned. I remember, as a kid
Sheesh.
growing up, I could never watch South Park, Family Guy, not even The Simpsons, bro. And I was so mad because all my friends would watch those shows and I could never watch them.
Oh man, The Simpsons was legit. Yeah, The Simpsons was legit.
Definitely.
But
Yeah.
now I binge watch
Because
them
The
just
Simpsons, you
because
wouldn't
I
get
couldn't.
too. Don't get me wrong. They definitely, if you go back and look at YouTube clips, they definitely have, you know, dropped some things that were a little too adult, a little too suggestive, but they had taste.
Yeah.
I don't think that you should completely hide from children that they have body parts. Just that there's a huge amount of responsibility entailed in that. It's like too often we're sending kids out into the dark. You either don't know what these things do down there, right? People sending kids out way too little
Way
informed,
too experienced.
or do you have the super unexperienced kids going to school with these kids who've been able to watch whatever they shouldn't be watching? You know, and we all went to school. Y'all all had somebody in your class, whether it was second grade, third grade, that one kid who's seen it all. He knows, but you was like, you learn from your peers, man. I don't know. I might homeschool kids if I have some.
That's
but
what
it
I was
is,
thinking too.
We have to, as parents, make that our priority. You know, even with our jobs, we work our jobs, work, and we say we're working for our kids. Like, you should be working towards things for your kids. You should try to have a business so you can give the business to your kid. You should be trying to get a car or a house and own it so you can pass this down. I think a lot of the last two generations they didn't do the best job of obtaining those things to equip the next, you know. In some
I agree with
families.
that.
And then the others, you know, like we said, they just gave them whatever and let them do whatever.
Yeah.
Or
There
nothing.
was two types.
Or nothing.
People that were really poor or really rich. There was really no there was a bunch of people with nothing though. Like you were saying.
There is still now. There's a bunch of people with nothing still. They're gonna be passed on with nothing.
Man, that's right. And then the parents are working so hard, you know, sometimes it's like you can't you don't want to hold it against them, but you have to be you have to sign up to be a superhero. Too many times people are just plugging this socket into that wall and just letting the sparks fly. You know, you have to be responsible when you're procreating, when you're recreating, when you're, you know.
You know what's my thing? I've noticed that a lot of people nowadays are on autopilot. A lot of people are just autopilot. They're not really like pushing themselves to think intellectually, to like dig deep in their mind and discover, you know, the highest intelligence, to use that to teach their kids and how to further themselves in the way that they should. You know, it seems like just most people are just autopilot. Just, you know, they're just cruising in life and just, you know, doing the regular thing, and then they pass it along to their kids, and it just keeps on going on this turning wheel that it's not really supposed to.
We have to give people crafts and we have to give people skills again. We have to let those skills pay the bills. You know, it's kind of crazy that we went from generations, from years and years of one person being able to work a job and put food on the table and make sure the four walls don't fall. And you can't really do that anymore. And it's affecting how people are raising their kids. It's affecting the family structure. It just makes it too hard. You know, man, I really wish things would be better, but you know, the best thing that we can do is just try to preach this entrepreneurship. We got to make sure that people capitalize right now. You know, the great thing about the metaverse and this new, world is it's going to be decentralized. Nobody can stand in your way. Nobody can stop you from having your podcast,
Right.
show up and you have to do this. Nuh-uh. I don't need a
Exactly.
permit. I don't need this. I don't need that. Give me my YouTube. Get out my way.
Yeah, you got to pay for this.
Even these
There's this
restaurants,
regulation. There's that
right.
regulation.
There's no regulation. You don't have to
Like-
worry about somebody cleaning up this. And people are going to spend money on fake food. Amazing. But guess what? That's okay. Maybe if we can make this shift to where this pays for the outside, right? We don't forget about the outside. It just helps out, right? There's got to be some way that we can put wealth back into the power of just people, man. Y'all know the wage gap between the rich and the poor is just getting bigger, man. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
That is.
More millionaires and billionaires, and
So how are you being an
and more poor.
entrepreneur here? Like, what's your strategy? Of course, don't like give too many insider info, but like, how are you planning on making money in here?
So, a big thing for me is definitely building worlds. Building worlds is definitely a great way to try and put food on the table. It's a great way to brand yourself. It's a great way to link in with companies. And then I'm also working on asset collections. I would like to wait until they roll out the payments for myself. And then I'm cool with them taking 50 cents of every dollar. It's not a huge thing to me because I think it'll probably be temporary. I don't think that'll be the permanent thing. It's just they have to test it for a while, and they want to try to ward off sharks. You guys know,
Yeah.
as soon as this thing busts wide open, there's going to be people charging any and everything for everything. They have to figure out what that is, how it's going to come. You can only predict so much. And then you come in the world and it's like somebody's made $100,000 selling something that they probably weren't even supposed to sell in the first place. So I'm not tripping on it. I'm optimistic for it. I think they'll figure out how to, fix that up.
You think that's gonna be like a short term thing, that the whole 50%, taking 50% from
47.
whatever you sell? Well, let's just say 50. It's 3%.
Yeah.
Off. Not much.
I think that overall they will shift things to look out for the creator. But I think there's a certain amount of precaution to everything that they do. Even when they roll out things, they don't roll it out to everybody. It's like I got these exclusive Doritos, Neo, you take some here. All right. Don't tell nobody, So they aren't really big on just throwing something out there and just that's what it is. So I don't think anything is set in stone. When I look at what they've been doing, they've been definitely willing to change things and fluctuate. So I think that there will probably be a charge for sure. There's, of course they want to make money off of this market, but I think
50%
the bigger
though?
question is, I think the bigger question is how can we get integrated with crypto? How can we get that integrated in here? How can we get the system seamless? And we all heard the news and seen the little, the hot clips on the internet about Facebook's gonna have their own NFT marketplace and everything. So this is Facebook. This is Meta. I'm sure it's gonna be integrated somehow. We just gotta
they're getting into
see what
it.
they're doing. I think
but they might take 50%
they just see
off
that
your
the
crypto
app's
too.
exploding.
I don't think so.
And take
Yeah,
50%
I
of your
don't think so.
NFTs, 50%
I think there'll be a
of your
fee, but I think
There's gonna be
the initial
gas.
50%, because they're doing a lot of this for free, man. Well, they're giving us infinite space to just create. They're not even charging us for worlds. You
No,
know,
that's true.
they're,
Worlds,
they're not
outfits,
But
making.
we're also
They're not
putting in
making
our
anything from this.
but we're also putting in our free time, our life on the line,
Yeah.
right? By our time to create. So 50% of your life, I don't know about that. Like
This is the
I
thing.
feel like my
Just, they
time
don't
is more
got
Do
valuable.
ads
you
than
yet.
that.
have it? Do you have the money thing yet, or do you know if you have it?
No, the
I
monetization
don't think I got
creation
it.
tool.
How do
No.
you know if you
Well,
got
those
it?
are
You
two
getting
different things.
alert?
So the monetization is so you can get paid for your visits and whatnot, right? And then the tool for your payment system is something different. Two different rollouts, right?
Okay,
Um,
okay.
Both of those are, they're going to be pretty helpful. And we got to think that even though they're going to pay certain creators, I do think that, there's something to be said for we're getting infinite space. We get to be in here because nobody's like, it's sad to say, but they're not advertising like, hey, come to Horizon and make money. We are
Right.
choosing to hop in this metaverse, and they're very transparent at being not transparent and letting us know that we're not telling you guys what we're going to do. We're telling you that what we want to do with the metaverse, but they're not even necessarily saying that this is
Yeah.
going to be where we're going to be. There's a chance that we can look at this app as just some outside thing. Now, I
Like
don't think that's what's
venues.
going to happen. I think that they're going to just continue to expand this, and this is going to be like, we're in it. Like, this is it right now. That's what I
Yeah.
The
think.
metaverse.
I think they're going to
Like this-
continue to expand this, but we have to look at the possible. They could just scrap this, man. They could just scrap this and think about it. Like, Facebook is so beastie, they can scrap this. If they come out with something newer and it's better, man, we running over
We
there.
We're
already
all on it.
running
We're all
over there.
jumping
Yeah.
on it.
We're running. We're running. I don't care. I'm running, dude. I'm running over there. It's sad, but I think that the platform speaks for itself. The community being here, it just says something about the future. So I'm hopeful. And we don't, even though the you can do, purchases on here, people don't have to do purchases through this app. That's
Yeah,
just a
cash
safe way for you to distribute things. And then if you're not here, you can still make a sale. I like that. It's on autopilot. It's like putting your drinks in a vending machine, right?
Yeah.
It's their vending machine, but I'm trying to get this drink sold. So I'm gonna let this
It's a
50 cents
Shopify
fly.
store.
Yeah. I
Exactly.
and don't get me wrong, I'm not like, I don't work for Facebook.
Mark, we
I
know you
just
watching him, bro.
I haven't met Mark. I'm very hopeful for this metaverse, man. I think it's no coincidence that I'm just sitting here with you guys. Like, you guys
Yeah.
think what I do is good. Well, I think what you guys is doing is great, man. Seriously. Just to be on this podcast.
It's that support.
I met
We
Neo
gotta support
like
each
months
other.
ago. Months ago. We've been
Months,
talking for
yeah.
like weeks and weeks and weeks. We've sat and had hour-long talks just off to the side, just talking about
Literally.
whatever, the future of this thing and everything else. So it's just a pleasure to be here, man. I gotta be optimistic for this. Like man, life
Nah,
is too
yeah,
crazy.
definitely.
Yeah, I met you at the
Plus,
Illusion place.
But it's
When I did the
amazing, by
robot
the way.
voice.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
amazing though.
let's hear
Like
the
in this,
robot voice. Sorry.
but before that, I just want to say it's amazing though that in this space, we're able to like have conversations like that. Where even though like we're in different states or different countries, we could just step to the side and like have a visionary conversation or in a deep conversation or whatever. So yeah, that was
Right.
cool. That's cool.
It's like what Zach was saying earlier before we started, how you said it's almost more awkward to be on the phone with someone in real life than to have a conversation here face to face. Like it feels a lot more natural. You have that, like I said, you got facial expressions, you got the movement. So it's just
right.
it's becoming it's just natural. Just natural for us.
That's right.
Yeah.
The FaceTime sucks so much. I mean, you can hardly ever see anything that's going on in the background steadily, right? You get the top of the forehead, show me your face. Like, it's
the
so
side or
unpersonal.
the side.
Why can't I see you? What are you doing?
And people look different from their avatars, I find sometimes, but I don't care. Like, excuse me, I'm totally cool with whoever you guys chose to be your avatar. If that's what you want to do, I think it's kind of weird when people blackface. I'm gonna be honest.
yeah.
Yeah, guys, don't blackface.
I think
don't blackface.
that is like weird to me. I just think to a certain degree, I think people should try to be cool with themselves, and I think people do. I think it's easier than real life. I talked about this before. I've seen people starting to embrace the chubby bodies when they brought them out. You know,
Yeah.
I think that's dope.
Mhm.
I think, you know, it's okay to be who you are. Like, we're not walking around in the land of the skinny in the
Right.
US. So that's okay. You know, it's okay for people
Is
to
it
have
okay?
whatever body type they want. Yeah, I think it's okay. I mean, I think if I think it's a personal issue if you're unhealthy, so that's something you have to deal with. But you can be big and healthy. You know, you can be slim and unhealthy,
Yeah,
slim
you're
and
right.
healthy as well. So
Mhm.
you know,
It's very true.
The-
So what's
the
your
moment-
what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on like the future vision of Horizon World? Like, what do you see it going in the next year?
So it's tough to say, man.
A year's a
Very
long
tough
time.
to say. Just this last year has been ridiculous.
Just this past
I can't
3 months.
even imagine. I can't even imagine. But if I can throw out any predictions, and I don't have any foresight, I don't know what's gonna happen. I do not work for Facebook. Blah 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 blah. Yellow tape.
Yeah, he just
NDAs,
has to say that.
NDAs, blocker, 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 blocker. But I do not work for Facebook, seriously, because I'm
What
not a
about him?
plant,
Does he
for
work
real.
for Facebook?
And if I did, I would have that as a badge, like right here.
Yeah.
But
What about
now
him?
Employee. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, man. This guy's a spy.
Thanks,
Put it out there. It is what it is.
Hey, well,
It's funny.
Why'd he just move his eyes like that? What the?
Once we get another headset, maybe we'll see a big jump.
Yeah.
I was a bit disappointed to see that when they X'd out the Q1, things didn't just go. Psh. That's what I was kind of
Yeah.
expecting. They
yeah.
haven't been really
I
known
agree.
to press the brakes when they had the ability to up performance on anything. It seems like out the gate, right? Like, I think a couple months after they dropped Quest 2, it was like, all right, hand
Quest
tracking.
1.
I'm like, oh shit, oh, now,
Yeah.
right now, hand tracking right now. I'm like, oh,
The Guardian,
Like, they-
right?
right. Guardian updates, 120 hertz. They drop stuff, man. So I was hoping that Horizons would have got a real boost in performance and almost everything, but I haven't really seen that yet. We're not even at 120 hertz yet, I don't believe. So I'm not sure if it's another headset that we're waiting on for performance or if there's a big rollout. Who can say, man? So I'm optimistic for updates in graphical quality. The legs are cool. I'm not rushing the legs, man. I'm be honest. Like, because some of you guys are gonna get all fancy and be dancing and stuff, and I'm like, man, I don't want to do that, but I want to do that. So
Yeah, I want to be dancing my butt off, man. I know Neo is too.
Oh, yeah,
they
definitely.
snap off
Dancer, bro.
on VR chat. That's one thing I can say, man. With the Connect and everything, they snap off with the legs. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So yeah, probably
So what
legs,
is your
probably
future vision?
legs, I guess.
Or your future
My
prediction?
future mission prediction.
No, prediction in a year. Like, what do you see the space at? Do you see as having legs? Do you see as, you know, on the moon with this shit?
I mean,
You know?
we
100
all
people each
see
world
it
or something.
in the character creation that there's legs there.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's just not whack. Like all of these chairs we've made, like is everybody just gonna be standing on the chair? Like are the legs
Yeah.
just gonna be doing? You know, video game legs look weird already, right? Y'all know how it is when you're on GTA and the legs
Yeah.
are like going this way,
Explain
going
your
that
leg
way.
building process while you're at it too.
Sure. So I'm not sure if it's gonna be legs, but if it is, that's cool. Let's just make it multifaceted. Let's make it so the legs do things. Yeah, but I'm not in a rush for the legs. I'm gonna be honest. I want bigger capacity. I want more shapes. Just like all you guys want. More simulation and animation. Graphical updates. I want the ability to have, even if it's just even if I have to pay, the ability to have like a giganto map, like one map with like 10 maps on it. Just go crazy.
Or like worlds, like multiple worlds within a world.
Yeah, man. Let me go crazy on the capacity so I can.
So you can literally build
show
a
y'all
Capacity, I
whole,
what it's about.
agree.
Oh, so like
like
a
build the whole
capacity
state.
upgrade. That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
Literally build
like,
the whole state, a whole city,
Yeah, like
towns.
if I had a 10x on what we got now, dude.
We have quite a bit of room right now, but yeah, that's something I thought they were really gonna roll out once they X'd out the Quest 1, right? It's like boom, like 50 people in the world, you know, you got all this space you can keep creating.
Seriously,
But you know, they're kind of slowly rolling out.
They're
Like
doing
right now
increments.
we got 35 people. Yeah, just a little increment.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think 32 is the count right now.
32, yeah. Yeah. But man, once we get to like 100, keep going up to where it gets like, you know,
That's gonna be
hopefully
crazy.
unlimited one day. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Unlimited, yeah. That's kind of like I feel like that's the end goal of the metaverse, because the whole metaverse. So I feel like that would be like, oh, that's the metaverse, unlimited amount of people from all around the world coming across each other, kind of like Ready Player One. You know, like when he like pops in and he's like kind of like in that hub, and there's just a whole bunch of like people crossing each other. He's walking, he's hitting up his friends. That's kind of like what I see as like the metaverse, right? Unlimited amounts of players in one space from all around the world, you know, from friends, groups.
Hopefully we're not old men when that happens too, man. I want to see.
Hopefully it's in the next year, right?
I think I'm be honest. From what I've heard and what they say, not only like our software and hardware, but the internet itself can't necessarily process what we've got to do. That 5G switch or something higher has probably got to take over fully. And then computer wise, man, we're gonna need some bad ass computers. We're gonna need some real deal like hardware that's from what I understand is not in existence yet.
Sure,
at
it
least
exists,
not on
but
a
it's just not
wide
out yet.
scale.
Yeah.
I think that we can do something similar, but even on PC, man, you rarely see environments that go, you know, super duper high on capacity. Like I think Fortnite was the first time we saw like 100 people in a map and people actually populating that game, other than something like like a Battlefield or something like that, or you know those like look at the games that have hundreds and thousands of people and look at how they look. Look at World of Warcraft, like look at how that
How's
looks.
GTA 5? How many people can be in their servers?
Probably
64.
no more than 60.
64.
That's a lot, but
That's
even
dope.
that's a last gen game. So think
gotta
about
get
high
outta here.
quality first person,
Let me
because
leave.
a big part of what VR is about is we have to have over 72 hertz for it to be comfortable.
Good night.
90 is optimal. That takes a lot of graphical performance.
Yeah,
Right.
you were the first person in Horizon Worlds to build legs. So explain that, what they do, how you do it.
So the first time I did this was my second world called DaniccaCity. I wanted to make a soccer field. I made a basketball court, and then I wanted to make a soccer field, but clearly we don't have legs. So I just made some attachable legs, and then you can go around and like kick the ball around with the legs on. Yeah. And so the process as far as the dance, Black Bo from Travis Porter had performed at Club Vivid, and his group, Travis Porter, they've been like on Billboard charts, top charts around the world. They went on world tours, done songs with some of the top names in the music industry. And they had a viral dance going crazy on TikTok called the Like That Challenge. And I'm like, damn, I wish we could do the Like That Challenge in Horizon. That'll be fire. I'm like, okay, can I make legs? Yeah, but making all the legs dance. All right, fine. And I just, I stewed about for a minute, did a couple prototypes. Crack Goddess was actually the first person to come in and see the legs while I was working on them. Yeah,
wow.
and
Right on.
that was actually the biggest script I've ever written too. I used up like 82% of the script capacity.
Oh my
Wow,
god.
That's a
yeah.
lot.
Jesus.
It was like a 50-line script.
For two, and that was each script was 82%, each one.
Wow.
Yeah. So but basically, long story short, it just does a lot of show hide. So when I
Yeah.
have these buttons in my hands, I basically show this leg, hide that leg, show this leg, hide that leg, show this leg, hide that leg. And it gives you the illusion that the legs are moving and dancing.
Damn.
Mhm.
Right on, dude.
That's crazy, man.
So have you always been a scripter? Like, what is your like background skills like in the real world? Like, are you like a coder, designer, graphic designer, or what?
I don't have a background in any of those. I just got on the app and I tried to stay productive, kept my learning palette open. I've been waiting for something for a while to scratch that creative itch, and Horizon definitely does it. I just think that I hadn't for a long time found an outlet. I never picked up an instrument. I never wanted to be a rapper or a singer. Um, I I like sports, but I think I was partially just intimidated to do it. So I didn't really go my hardest in the sports. I think this was that thing where I got on and I was like, wow. I mean, I'm really taking to this. So I feel like I took the Horizon like a fish in water. It just worked. It just fit for me,
It was your calling, man. It was your calling.
I think so.
That's cool to find a passion.
Oh yeah.
100%,
Feel that.
man. And it's tough,
Definitely feel that.
especially I know so many people who have passions for they got a degree and they wanted to, be the CEO of a company in music, or they wanted to open up an art studio, and these people, a lot of these people that I know who have degrees work regular jobs, man. It's just the reality we live in. You can strive for something, but it not necessarily work out. And then a lot of times people have dreams that are imprinted on them and they don't necessarily know what they like. And so to find something that you can have true passion in, man, it's definitely a blessing. And it doesn't come around all the time. But I think the thing that about the metaverse that opens that up is if you can push past the tools and push past the learning curve, it's the opportunity to just make whatever, like to let your imagination run wild.
Yeah. Anything.
And yeah, not only Horizon, there's other apps like Gravity Sketch. You can literally get on and just sketch something right in thin air and then build on top of that. I have a few NFT projects I'm bringing out that I've started in Gravity Sketch for sure. Yeah.
That's
You're big
awesome.
into
Yeah, I've seen you in there a
NFTs?
couple of times.
Yeah, Gravity Sketch, man. It's definitely it's like Horizon, so I'm right at home when I'm building. It's just a lot more complicated. So there was an
So is the
initial learning
avatars like
curve to
Horizon?
that too. No,
Like you mean
no
avatars?
avatars.
Oh.
No, you just have
Okay.
like a VR headset and floating controllers. Yeah, no avatar actually at all. Yeah, invisible.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I gotta check that
Yeah,
out.
but I've taken the last couple months to just learn Gravity Sketch. I haven't mastered it yet, but I'm definitely like expert level now.
Damn. Okay then. Within a couple months, huh?
Yeah.
So you're definitely a fast learner.
Yeah, and I mean I spend hours, man. I definitely try to put the work in as well. You know, it's like we can go to class, we can be sitting in the same classroom, but if he's like looking at the ceiling and I'm reading, it's just how you spend your time. I tell a lot of my friends and new creators on here, if you want to be a better builder, don't spend time doing this. This will be here. But if you want to get better at creating, you better be in create mode, man.
Yeah.
The clubs, the studios, the music, the parties, that's going to be here. Your success is waiting on you.
Dang.
That is fine. Damn, we're gonna have to clip that part right there. That's gonna be
Yup,
good
that's
one.
a clip.
Like
One
that.
for the books.
Like
There's so many gems you put, man. Dude, are you big into
So I
NFTs?
just
Dropping
Because you're
knowledge on
launching
us left
some.
and right, man.
that.
Yeah, I'm definitely loving the NFT game for sure. I have
What's your favorite
some
NFT?
really that I'm working on, or just in general?
Just in
like
general
the
that you
NFT
got.
space. I love the what TY is doing with his crypto series. Oh, I forget the name. Let me hold on. I gotta say this because I can't throw his name out and not get that right.
Yeah, I'll just
You
clip
got
this
like
part.
a Bored Ape or some shit.
Oh no. You know what? If I did, I would be branding Bored Ape Worlds in here, definitely.
Oh,
I think that's an awesome thing about owning the Bored Ape is that they let you just franchise it, right? I've seen people opening up restaurants, t-shirt
seen that,
businesses,
yeah.
Bored Ape
freaking
Burger.
I think is it Zoomies or Diamond Supply? Diamond Supply has a Bored Ape, so now
Diamond
they got
Supply.
Diamond Supply Bored Ape shirts.
That's
It's genius.
Literally.
They made their money right back.
Yeah.
Did
It's
you
Just
worth
see-
it,
imagine,
200
like,
grand.
Did you see the crypto, the ape coin? They even got crypto too.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I looked at it probably like, man, just probably 12 hours right after like it had already went up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Got the FOMO.
Yeah, I grabbed a couple dollars, but it's been pretty steady since the launch. It hasn't really been going too crazy, but I think
It's been
what's
going up.
interesting about that platform is or that NFT collection is how they've spawned so many other copycats.
Yeah.
No shade to the copycats, it just is what it is. This is a part of business, but there are unlimited ape collections online right now. Lazy
Bored
ape,
Ape, baby.
chronic
Yeah.
ape, sleepy ape, baby
Yeah.
apes, hairy apes,
Daddy
future
apes,
apes.
it's all
It's
day.
like, oh my gosh, dude. It's interesting how when I know you're still putting some creativity in, but it's interesting how non-creative we can be sometimes. How
We're
we
just kind of
tend
like
to
copy
not
and paste.
move the
Copy and paste.
Yeah.
move the marker that much sometimes, man. Yeah, copy paste.
It's
man.
really hard to find an original idea nowadays. Everyone just like you said, copy and paste.
I mean, even if it's not original, like you can just make an attempt to be original, right? Like fan NFT. Let's make an NFT on fans. There might be another one, but if you don't search it, you got a less
And it's
chance of ending
original,
up like
yeah.
they are. I always tell creators, if you're gonna make something, don't search it. Don't worry about who's making it. Just don't even go. Keep your palette.
Just go with the
fresh.
vision. Yeah. If you have a vision, just put it on the
Don't
table.
make-
Even though it's been
Don't make the 1VERSE podcast part 2. You know what I'm saying? Don't come in here and just, all right,
Yeah.
got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't
Just
do
change up
that.
the colors and you got version 2.
And don't get me
Bro,
wrong,
I
it
made
helps
a
the
bubble bus,
market.
though. Exactly, and I'm calling it the cooler.
But it's
bubble
okay.
bus.
It's okay. It's okay. But just it's up to you to be innovative or not.
Yeah.
You know, it's if you don't want to be innovative, if you want to go for what works, I don't have a problem with that too. I'm at the point where now, if I made something that somebody doesn't like make any iteration of it, I'm like, this probably isn't that good. Think about that. If you don't make if nobody wants to be a part of it, I mean, it's just like fashion. If nobody wants to wear your clothing, maybe your fashion is not all that good. You know, emulation is definitely a form of flattery. So there's value in that, and I don't mind it coming my way. But I do think that for the culture, it's better if we just try to be innovative. You know, even if you're gonna make another podcast, all right, make your podcast, sprinkle something different there. Find a new way to innovate and make it just, you know, we all pull inspiration from things. Even the metaverse, we could be on Mars right now. We could be amongst aliens. We could be amongst things we've never seen. But humans, at least for right now, we're tending to gravitate towards spaces that we already are familiar with. That's why Club Vivid did well. That's why the studio did well, even though most people have never been to a studio. It's a fantasy for a lot of people.
Right.
You know, it's a space that we know is realistic, that, you know, it's there in the real life. You know, I've only been to a few studios. I've never been to one as elaborate as the one I built, you know, but I understand that there is a want to be in familiar spaces. I don't know when that's going to wear off. And don't get me wrong, I hope to a certain degree that it does. I hope that people at least expand themselves. I want people to not only go to my club, but find the time to go to that world where I did the Mountain Pass pad and you got a magic carpet ride and you got like Vegeta in the clouds and all types of different things written in the clouds. It says chill and all of this stuff. Go to places where your imagination can run wild. Go to places and explore things that are outside of the norm. So you put new things on your palette, and that's how you get creative, you know?
True. Very true. I agree with that.
Hey, DaniccaCity, we like talking to you. Let's talk to DaniccaVR. DaniccaVR, how you doing today, bro?
What's up with this guy's body?
What's
Oh,
wrong
he's a
with my
robot.
body? Oh. Oh.
Hello. Hi. I am DaniccaVR.
What's up, Danica? How you doing?
I am fine.
So are you
should we
the
ask him?
AI version?
I am the brains behind this big dum-dum in a pink hat.
Man, we should ask DaniccaVR the question that we were gonna ask him.
Yeah, what's the question?
Ask me
All right, yeah,
anything.
DaniccaVR, you're probably smarter than DaniccaCity anyways. Neo, ask the question.
My brain is only 10%, but with that 10%, I can run circles around you humans.
Dang.
So
Don't
answer this
worry.
question then. So we have this little game that we do a selection from 1 to 4, 1 being the best, 4 being the shittiest.
Wait,
in
I've
food.
seen this movie. Is this the Saw movie?
No.
Are you Chris Rock?
Maybe I am.
Oh my goodness.
Will Smith.
Let's play a game. Okay,
And-
what's this game about?
So this is about pizza. It's about food. So it's a chart of the best food. What is your favorite to the shittiest? Either Domino's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, and Papa John's. From 1 through 4, what is your selection?
Please repeat pizza selection.
Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, Domino's, Papa John's.
Okay. This will also be pizza ranking
Correct.
from
1 to 4.
One being the best.
1 being the
one
best.
being the best and 4 being the shittiest.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Papa John's is the shittiest.
What?
Yes.
Bro.
I'm
What
sorry,
the
Papa
hell,
John.
bro? DaniccaVR, get
Let's
the
get-
fuck out of here, bro. We want City
let's
back,
get-
man.
Let's get this sponsorship money, okay? Papa John's hit my line.
You said it was the shittiest.
Matter of fact, call me Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay, so
Number
1 through
3.
4. What's number 1?
Well, he said
Number
three. He said
3,
Oh, okay.
Domino's.
okay.
I worked at a Domino's once, and they called me the N-word, and they
Oh,
didn't
wow.
fire the guy. He came to work the next day and still had his job. All I had was the shame.
Oh man.
Yeah, that should be
Damn.
number
Fire
four.
that man.
Domino's.
I hope he's gone.
Domino's, we don't want your money. Number 2, Little Caesars.
Wow.
They would be number 4, but it's like that girl who you may not want to date her forever, but she came in clutch that one time.
Hell no.
And so now she went from like
They're muted.
okay looking to kind of cute. It's like that. Little Caesars, that $5 pizza. We were in love, but now I turn my back on you. Number 1, Pizza Hut. Stuffed crust cheese. Stuffed crust cheese.
Deep dish.
That is
Stuffed
good.
crust cheese.
Oh man, DaniccaVR, get out of here, DaniccaVR. We want City back, bro.
Man, look at you guys. You guys are just sore losers.
Bro, real talk. How could they say Papa John's was the worst? He said Papa John's was worse than Domino's, where Domino's like was fucked up to him. That's terrible. I don't know how this guy could say that.
That's how
Like,
bad Papa John's is to him.
Yeah.
DaniccaVR is not a good character, bro. I'm sorry. He's definitely a spy.
Oh, wait. You go back on
100%.
mute.
100%. Yeah, we like you
100%.
better, bro. You had logic and
Thanks,
reason.
guys.
For sure.
Thank you.
All right, now Danica, what about your ranking? You gonna agree with VR?
I think he's gonna
I'm
agree
not
with
on mute.
VR.
Man, I like pizzeria pizza. I don't really like fast food pizza.
Oh, okay.
I'd rather
True
eat
pizza.
like a large pizza from Tony's random pizzeria than like go to a
Luigi's and- yes.
yeah, like give me a Italian spot all day long, even if it's a little higher price. I'd probably rather pay for that than like doing fast
Yeah.
food pizza.
Right, right. I
100%,
agree with that.
man. Dude,
Papa
you'd be
John's, you
surprised. You
sponsor us,
find
he'll
some like
change his
old
answers.
Italian lady in the kitchen back there sometimes, dude. The food
Oh,
is like
yeah.
it's like, oh, this is pizza. Yeah, man.
True pizza.
Rolling up the
There-
freaking
there's a-
sausage with
I
their
don't know if it was in
hands. Come on,
Cali
man.
or here in Vegas, but like, you know, there's pizza places that they'll get water from New York shipped to them to make their dough because of the water out there. The quality of it is just like bad, but it just gives it that flavor and that originality of New York.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so
Mhm.
bad quality.
The water there, yeah.
They're
water
like
from
New
West
York's
Coast is not the
quality of
same.
water is
Like, it
so
gives it-
shitty. So it needs
No,
that
no,
New
no,
York's
no.
flavor.
You can taste that
You
lead.
misunderstand it. Same
Mm.
West Coast water is shitty, and the water from the East Coast is better. So they get the water from the East Coast, so they can make the pizzas on the West
Oh.
Coast taste like the East Coast pizza.
Yeah.
That's what he's
Oh,
trying to say.
okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang,
So
man.
yeah, I
That's
agree.
funny.
Yeah. But Pizza Hut's my number one. These guys are Papa John fans all day.
Papa
But
John's our
it's
favorite,
me
bro.
against them.
They got quality.
You know, man, I'm literally about to kick down Papa John's because I haven't really ate Papa John's in like years.
Bro, we need to.
Well,
you need to eat that. I can't, unfortunately.
okay.
But y'all need to do a taste
You know what's the
test.
thing?
Count.
You know what's the
I can
thing? I
count on
haven't
my
ate
hand.
franchise pizza in years. I literally go to like a mom and pop pizza
I
spot.
just had Pizza
Mhm.
Hut the other
And that's
day.
to me-
Barstool
that to me is
Sports
way
needs
better.
to tell us the deciding factor. Barstool Sports,
Barstool.
rank it. Franchise, of course. We know you
I'm
know
pretty
the
sure they
best
already have
pizzas
one
in the
already.
world. Barstool Sports, give us the ranking.
But I'm saying I can count on my hand how many times I've had Papa John's. Like I haven't had it that much, and it just was never that great to me. And it's
I think
expensive,
Papa
it's
John's
more.
probably tastes like just like plain pizza. It's between them and Pizza Hut as far as just like straight out the box of plain pizza. It's just they just haven't established themselves as like good pizza to me. It's too toss up. Like I know what I'm gonna get when I order it from Domino's most of the time. I know what I'm gonna get from Pizza Hut most of the time. Like I don't know. Papa John's hasn't been reliable for me. But like I said, I try not to even eat that. I feel like he said, I could probably count on my hands how many times. And it's never been me or Papa John's is like that. Oh, they ordered pizza for us. Like it's that kind of
Yeah.
pizza. It's like you show up somewhere and
Or
it's like
on School
I'm sure
Fridays.
nobody goes in there. They get all their sales through catering. It's like
Yeah.
you walk in, can I get some pizza? No, it's not how this works, lady. Go back outside, call this number. It is though.
Man, y'all need to do a
yeah.
taste test.
Okay, so
I'll build some pizzas in here and I'll have all the names and then just have everyone try it.
okay, how about this, guys? Chicken sandwich battle.
Ooh, that's
We got
Chicken
Ooh.
sandwich.
no rank. Well, we got we got McDonald's. They're like the OGs. We got Chick-fil-A.
Oof.
We got who else has got a great chicken sandwich? Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Right. Who else
then
could we throw?
Wendy's.
Could we throw in there? Wendy's. Okay, we could throw Wendy's in
Yeah,
there.
Wendy's in the metaverse now. We gotta start talking about.
If
it
Wendy's
more.
is in there, McDonald's is in there, then Burger King's in there.
Then that's
Burger
fine.
King is.
I don't.
Trash. We gonna all agree that's the worst, right?
They got the
I
best
like their
prices.
fries. I like their fries.
I do like their fries. Their
Burger
fries are
King
good.
is like,
Fries.
I give you 2 Whoppers, 2 fries, 2 drinks, and 2 shakes, and an apple pie for $6. You like, man, this gotta be poison.
It's gotta
It's gotta be expired.
Something gotta be wrong with
It's
this.
gotta be from yesterday.
Yo, they are
Day old
scary
chicken
cheap, dude.
sandwiches.
Them coupons, it's like I get all that just because I handed you this little piece of paper. Like, no,
Buy one
bro.
Whopper, get 20 free.
Carl's
Yeah,
Jr.
like
You guys got no. You had
I've
Hardee's,
never
right?
heard it. I don't
Carl's
even got
Jr. is like
Wendy's,
gas station
Chick-fil-A,
food to me.
nothing, bro.
Nah,
Really?
That's usually why I
I was
see
gonna
them.
say In-N-Out, but there's no chicken sandwich in In-N-Out.
No, there's no chicken sandwich. I actually tricked my.
They don't
cousin
got chicken
all the time.
sandwiches.
That
They
there's
just
a,
straight.
they
They
don't.
give you
That's
that burger,
the
and it's
menu.
like,
I told him there's a secret menu. I was like, "Hey, ask him for a chicken sandwich. They got one." He went and he asked, and they're like, In-N-Out, and we only got burgers. He turns around, he's like, "That was funny."
Tried to
So
whisper
you
it
said
too.
McDonald's,
Secret menu.
Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, Wendy's. Let's get one more in there.
Oh wait. Let's see. One more.
Chick-fil-A,
How many is that? That's like 5.
Popeyes,
That's 4.
Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, Wendy's,
Make it
McDonald's. Yeah,
those
that's
are like
4. That's good.
the big kings of like the chicken sandwich. I feel like
Those are the core 4s right there.
core 4s.
Hey, Jack in the Box has a
What-
pretty good chicken sandwich.
Jack in the Box is actually.
But they're only
they
West
be
Coast, I
tweaking,
think.
though.
Yeah, they are.
Are they?
Jack in the Box is like, we have our bacon, egg, sausage burger with mayonnaise on it. Try now. Like they be putting some weird combinations out, bro. I'm telling you.
But those
like,
tacos, man, those tiny tacos.
those are salty, bro. You tried the
so
tiny
good.
taco?
I had an ex who used to
so
like
good.
them. I was like, "You really about to eat this?"
They so
Like,
gross,
yeah.
man.
Oh my
I got it.
But she loved them. I don't.
They're good. Okay, so we'll
But
stick
you
with
know
those
what?
four then.
Yeah. What you
All right,
guys
rank
got on?
'em. Ooh, I'll let y'all go first.
Well, what was it again? Chick-fil-A,
McDonald's.
Chick-fil-A,
McDonald's.
Popeyes, McDonald's,
Popeyes.
and Burger King.
Wait, no.
Burger.
No, McDonald's and Wendy's.
No.
Sorry, no
McDonald's,
Burger King.
Wendy's, yeah.
So McDonald's, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, and Popeyes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's gonna go?
I'll make it
F.
quick. McDonald's, Wendy's from the bottom up, right? McDonald's, Wendy's.
This is the hard one.
This is where it gets dicey.
Chick-fil-A.
Play the-
really hard.
Those are
Play the Who Wants to Be a
They're really-
Millionaire music. That doom
Yeah.
doom
Those are really hard.
doom doom.
Popeyes, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Popeyes, Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
What you
That's
saying?
'cause
Non-meat
Chick-fil-A's got
eater?
more
Me, I'll definitely say.
sandwiches.
I know I am vegetarian. That's funny. I'll definitely say McDonald's. Definitely last. What is it? Burger King? What was that?
Wendy's.
Wendy's.
Wendy's. Yeah, Wendy's third. Okay, Popeyes second, and then first Chick-fil-A. That grilled chicken sandwich is this. What is it that?
Yeah.
What is it that grilled chicken club sandwich? That
Yeah.
thing is the spot, dude.
Wait, you're
And
vegetarian.
it feels
You just said
clean
that.
too. It feels clean. Not because I wasn't vegetarian all the time.
I
No,
thought you were a vegetarian.
but it
since,
hits the
like,
spot.
out the womb.
He was born
No.
vegetarian, bro.
Unless it's a full moon.
I guess I'm gonna go, and then we'll save the best for last. I'm gonna have to say, first off, I have not eaten Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, or Popeyes for like 5, 6, 7 years because
Oh,
there
you
ain't
haven't
none of
tried the
these
new
on
chicken
Big
sandwich
Island of
then,
Hawaii.
Popeyes?
The only thing they got here is McDonald's. So I guess out of like places that I've eaten is McDonald's really only. But no, I'll take McDonald's. Wendy's. I used to eat Wendy's chicken sandwiches and those slap, bro. And I've had Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich. I've never had Popeyes, so I'm gonna do the same thing. Chick-fil-A on the top, Popeyes, Wendy's, McDonald's. Easy choice, honestly. I feel like it's pretty
Damn,
easy.
we
You gonna break
literally
you gonna
have the
break
fucking
cycle,
same.
Danica?
Yeah, I think that's a common thing. I don't think anybody
Be
can
honest,
disagree.
man.
Disagree if you want. What you say, Danica?
McDonald's at the bottom.
Definitely.
Don't eat at McDonald's
Don't get
unless
a
you
chicken
guys want to
sandwich
pay
at
me.
McDonald's.
Then
Unless
you
you
can
guys
get a
want
McDonald's
McDonald's
sandwich
sponsor us, man.
for a limited
We'll
time
change you.
if you enter the promo code DC. But no, McDonald's at the bottom. Wendy's next. Just out of pure love for the 4 for 4 and just them spreading their joy around the planet. Can we get a round of applause just for the 4 for 4 for all those girls? You know, you may not want to take it to Red Lobster, but that 4 for 4. You know what I'm saying? That 4 for 4.
We hitting the spot.
That's
They
right.
got the 5 for 5 now, don't they?
She won't pout on that ride of shame home. No, I'm just joking. All right. No, it's this YouTuber, man. He's always joking about the 4 for 4. This dude named Shaky Baby. But and then we got
Who's second?
Popeyes and then Chick-fil-A at the top, man. Chick-fil-A is like
It's
the
a
mecca.
consensual or consensus, man. It's
Yeah.
facts now. You try and challenge
Chick-fil-A,
us,
man.
you are wrong. That's it. 1VERSE
Yeah.
squad.
I got
Comment
Chick-fil-A sauce in
true.
my refrigerator.
Oh,
I got the sriracha too.
You guys had the
Big
the honey
sriracha on
roasted
deck.
barbecue from there though.
Which one?
No.
The honey roasted barbecue. It comes in a packet, not the dipping cup.
Mm.
Oh man, that sauce right there. It's
I
so
gotta
good.
try that
You
out.
guys gotta try it. Honey
Bro,
roast
how
sparkling.
y'all do Panera Bread though? I used to work
Damn.
there. Before
Are they
moving.
closed right now? They're closed right now. Oh,
It's Sunday.
and it's Sunday. They wouldn't have been open anyway.
Chick-fil-A's,
Ah.
yeah.
That's
I think we
Dude,
just started
Chick-fil-A
having
has let me
segment.
down
We said
many
that.
a Sunday.
I put Popeyes.
Many a Sunday.
On Sundays, Popeye's number one, right?
Yeah.
That's right. It's the Lord's chicken on Sunday. Look.
I think
when
that's
they
a new
make their
segment that
most
we just
sales.
started now. It's definitely a new segment that we
Chicken
just started
sandwich.
now. That's for sure. The whole
We'll
chicken
probably
sandwich
implement, like,
segment.
Tacos later or something, you know.
Who knows later on? That's dope. You guys heard it here first. We just started a new segment with Danica, the chicken sandwich challenge.
Chicken
Right.
sandy
Yeah.
challenge.
Who asked
But I
about
can't even
that?
relate though.
Was it Golden that he had asked about the chicken sandwiches?
Nah, we were talking
I
about
know
chicken with
somebody
Hardy.
else.
Well, Hardy, yeah, it was
Oh, with
wings.
Hardy, that's
And
Yeah.
Hardy was like, take this shit out. We just keep talking about chicken wings because thigh stop, bro. And Wingstop.
I stopped.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wingstop is
man.
fire. Wingstop is fire.
I haven't had
Wingstop,
Wingstop
You know
in
what?
a very long time too.
Buffalo Wild Wings or Wingstop?
B-Dubs. Buffalo Wild Wings and Wingstop. I'm gonna be honest. B-Dubs, better deals. It's just sometimes B-Dubs, the wings are too damn hard. Every
Yeah.
time I go to Wingstop, I get those boneless and it's smacking every time.
Ooh,
Sometimes
I love
B-Dubs,
boneless.
man, I order boneless, but they give me these cubes, like this cubed meat. I know y'all have run
Yeah.
into this. The cubed, like, come on, man, this is a perfect cube. Like, smush this or something. Make it look like a nugget. Trick me. Like, come on, bro.
Hey,
It's
y'all
like
heard it
cube of
first.
meat.
Danica eats boneless wings. Internet,
Right.
destroy this man.
Hit the
Even
booty.
though I'm
No.
gonna just
Don't
be
get me
honest,
wrong. We switch it up. We do
boneless
bone
wings
in
are
and
fire.
bone out.
Not gonna
But
lie, boneless wings are fire.
The bone
I
in,
like
you
'em,
can't
bro.
count on B-Dubs for bone in, man. They're gonna be too hard. I would trust Wingstop with my bone in before I do my B-Dubs.
Yeah.
B-Dubs, I'm going boneless every day, man. And you know what I'm
Yeah,
getting, right?
That's what they're known for.
Asian
And
zing
habanero.
and honey barbecue.
Ooh,
Asian zing.
Honey barbecue.
yes.
Bro,
I love
not
it.
the regular
Barbecue.
barbecue. They got two barbecues.
Ain't
Make sure you
quick.
get the honey
Ain't
with the extra
habanero.
calories. That honey, you need them calories, man.
Nobody messes
Man,
with
I love
mango
barbecue
habanero?
sauce.
Oh, the mango habanero is fire, but it's almost
That's
too
good.
fire.
That's
bro.
good.
It's like hot.
Yeah,
Oh,
fire.
I gotta
yeah,
like-
yeah. No,
But
I love
honestly,
it.
Yeah,
I'm
you
a
can't- you
barbecue
gotta
kind of
pay.
guy. I
You
love
gotta pay for
barbecue.
that.
Barbecue is my shit.
Yeah, I do too.
Mhm.
Damn, bro.
Look,
I don't have
even when I
access
order
we went
pizza,
to
I
a
get
barbecue
barbecue in it.
competition earlier, man.
Even
Barbecue
when I
pizza.
get pizzas, even when I get pizza, I tell them I want barbecue base, even though it's just cheese pizza. I'd be like, can I just get
Mhm.
barbecue base?
That's smart.
I
dude.
love
It's good.
barbecue. It's super
Mhm.
good.
Domino's is good for that, man. Barbecue bacon chicken. Shh, I know you know
They
you're
do
a
have a really
vegetarian,
good
man,
barbecue
but
sauce. They do.
yeah, yeah, they do the thing, man. They do the thing.
So was there something you wanted to ask him?
Yeah, so I was actually in the stew one day and I heard that there was someone in there at the time that I was there. There was someone famous and it was T-Pain, right? Did you hear that? Were you there?
Nope.
I can't remember if you were there. But I
Nope.
did hear that, and there was people crowding him like crazy. So I just want to know, like, who
That's dope.
have you heard that has been in your studio? Because I know I hear like 2 Chainz is on here too. Like, you know, he's got Oculus or he's popped in a couple times. We maybe possibly met Lil Wayne the other day. I don't know. I doubt it, but
Hey, this dude
Is
always
it
goes
you?
on mute and says he's Lil Wayne.
yeah.
But he talked and he actually sounded that
He's
raspy
just,
voice the Lil Wayne got. It was crazy. He was like,
But
I wouldn't
yeah.
talk about that. I don't recall.
yeah, exactly.
Hey, that Lil Wayne
That was
disposition tape, that is like the funniest
That was
shit.
hilarious, man.
Was-
I mean,
Or
whatever
when he
you
dropped
want
the
it to
cup.
be, but they can't protect
He
you.
can't
outside
save you.
here.
You know,
Yeah,
in
he
the real
can't
words.
save you.
He can't save you. Is that a threat?
When he dropped that cup?
No,
and he
no,
goes,
it's not.
Oh my god,
He can't save you.
Picks up the cup.
That is amazing.
But,
So I did not hear that about T-Pain.
Yeah,
Man,
that's what I heard.
I
when
hope I
there.
can find some footage from that if that is true. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But so far, one of the most recent ones that I've heard is that the big man MZ himself has been there. That was dope.
In the stew.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
I haven't met him. I haven't seen him. That's just what I've been told from a very, very, very,
Dang,
very, very,
bro.
very reliable source
Reliable.
who claimed to have taken them there, and that's all I say about that. And so I was like,
Mark.
oh shit, that's dope.
Come on, Mark. Get over here, man. I just want to say hi. This is a cool ass podcast, man.
So did he go up and do a little freestyle? Did you hear that?
Speaking of, we can. You know what? If y'all ever do have him on, we just gotta have a segment where we go in on these barbecue sauces. All right, Mark, rank barbecue sauces right now.
Yes.
What are the top sauces? We got Sweet Baby Ray's. What do we got after
Sweet
that?
Baby Ray's is the best.
Teriyaki?
Like it's nothing after that, huh? After the Sweet Baby.
Yeah, I can't
it's
think of
like
nothing
freaking
but Sweet
Sweet
Baby
Baby
Ray's, bro.
We used to have
Oh,
stuff back in the 90s like KC Masterpiece, Open Pit, but that stuff is kind of like.
Does Heinz have a barbecue sauce still?
Heinz is
Oh, they
ketchup.
got one.
If you put Heinz barbecue sauce on stuff, it's like, I don't know, man.
You're just
You got
being
that
bougie
from
at that
Aldi.
Aldi. Let me get my quarterback from that cart.
Man,
man, yeah.
I just came from a barbecue competition earlier.
Oh, really?
Man, amazing.
Man, I've been to a couple
Amazing.
amazing barbecue. I used to live in Kansas City. Oh man, those competitions, those pit masters, man, they're no joke.
Bro,
yeah,
why you
man.
making me hungry though?
I know, man. I'm getting
Dude.
hungry.
Yeah, I might have to
Oh,
throw this
man.
lasagna
This
in or
guy's-
something.
Oh, okay. So you're vegetarian and you like barbecue. Have you ever had like smoked jackfruit? That's supposed to mimic pulled
That's
pork.
fire,
Oh,
bro.
yeah. That
Have
shit
you ever
is
tried that, Danica?
so good.
No, I've
It's
seen
good.
some in the grocery store. I actually meant to buy some jackfruit pulled pork one time.
Yeah, it's actually good. It's really good.
Yeah, it
Bro, if
is.
you don't mind me asking,
really good.
you were mentioning the 90s. How old are you?
Mhm.
In your 30s? You heard it here, folks.
I think he's hard
He
of
was
hearing.
mentioned. He mentioned
It's funny
because
because he like,
so
you
I
ca-
was like,
it looks like he froze. It looks like he froze, and you can just see his eyes going left to right.
What
It's
did Chief
anonymous
What did Chief Keith say? I'm 300.
I'm 300. Alright.
So
It's
he's
a
30.
code.
No, not
Everybody-
300. 300. I'm 300.
300.
Yeah,
300.
I'm 300.
Dude, Chief
That's
Keef is
funny.
Chicago. Chicago.
I'm 300.
That's fine.
Bro, if you know Chief Keef though, I'm thinking you graduated probably like 2013 or so, because Chief Keef was popping 2012, 2013. He was probably in
that's
high
a fact.
school.
That's a
He was
fact.
probably in high school, junior, senior year. So you probably around 26, 27.
Chief Keef,
So,
that was a
we
whole
playing a guessing
that
game
was
right now?
that was an era. No.
That's what I'm thinking.
We're all gonna
That's
guess
what I'm
his age?
No,
thinking.
We're
Should I
just
guess
changing
now?
the
That's my-
subject.
That's my answer, bro. I figured it out,
Yeah.
bro.
Guess his age?
Oh man. If he doesn't want to say, I'm guessing he's like
Yeah,
in
we
his
ain't
like
gonna force
mid-30s,
him.
ending 30s.
You talk
Yeah, I'd
not
say
like
late
a kid.
30s, early 40s. No.
Hey, everybody,
got too much
y'all,
wisdom
one
to be
verse
26.
squad, y'all be able
I've
to
always
determine
heard
it.
that I'm
We
an
got
old soul.
anonymous. We
Yeah,
got
just put it in the
anonymous on our
comments down
side, so
below.
he'll tell us.
Put
Yeah,
a
how
comment
old-
down below how old you think he is.
How old Danica
You put
City,
that-
man?
You heard that back in like the 80s? or
Correct
something?
answer gets I don't even want to. Correct answer gets a $20 gift card to Papa John's.
Oh,
Number one pizza. I'm putting it on there.
No one's gonna participate.
Yeah. So down in the comments below.
Only if he
Papa
verifies, though.
John's.
If y'all get it
Yeah,
right,
so down in
one
the comments
entry
below,
per
take a guess.
person, $20
Did
gift
20
card to
bucks
Papa
even buy you a
John's.
pizza there?
It can
Yeah.
get you.
I hope
It can get
so.
you like a medium, probably.
With nothing on it. It's just cheese.
Yeah, nothing on.
A cheese pizza, the good old classic.
Can I have a topping? Hey, it's $20, man.
That's another
You
$20.
think you are?
$20, man.
Where you think you at, Domino's?
Bro, I can't believe DaniccaVR would put that above Papa John's after he was
After
like
what
just
they
abused, man. Yeah, that's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, Danica VR, he kind of, I don't know, he's weird.
Yeah, that's
He's
odd,
a weird
bro.
Man, Papa
clone.
is lucky. He's lucky Shaq is like bringing this brand from the ashes.
Yeah,
Because they were going like this.
Oh yeah.
But then
Yeah,
Shaq, he
bumping,
can put like, he can literally put his face on your box of crayons and it's gonna sell. Like,
bro,
Him and
Shaquille
Snoop Dogg.
O'Neal's the shit, bro.
You
Oh,
put
Snoop
know
Dogg.
what?
anything.
That's why
Snoop
y'all
Dogg is the
invested in
most
Sandbox
rapper ever, but Shaquille O'Neal is one of the most famous human beings to ever walk the planet.
Yeah,
Even bigger than Snoop, because you can be not familiar with sports. People who have never watched basketball, everybody knows who Shaq is.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
He's just such a figure. I mean, he's literally a giant human. Like, just the fact that he's walking the planet, I think there's only like, you're less than 1%, like less than probably 0.5% likely to be that tall.
Yeah.
It's probably even less than it's probably like 1,000 or something, or even less than that, man. And then just the print he's left on the planet, being this big jolly giant, but still masculine. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why anything he attaches his name to does good. He's infamous overseas, places like China and Japan and Africa. I mean, he's just.
No, yeah, he's
when
never
you think
gonna
of
die. His legend
big
is gonna
human
live on
being, you
forever.
think of Shaq. Like,
Yeah.
even to the point where like just regular stuff, we'll say like, oh man, that's Shaq size. Oh man, that's as big as Shaq.
Yep.
You know, he's literally like the reference for large things, man.
So, Danica, thank you for coming by. Thank you for coming to the 1VERSE podcast. You've been a great guest. It's been amazing talking with you. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you guys.
You know, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys. That was a great one.
Yeah, that was one for the books,
DaniccaCity.
man.
Hey,
DaniccaCity. Dude, be sure
thank
to
you
look
guys,
at all
man.
his worlds, too. Dude's a monster. Talented.
Please do
Yeah.
be on the lookout for the new horror series, Horrid Hospital, Horrid High. Be on the lookout for the NFT collection, Sophisticated Black Man. Be on the lookout for the D-Lo Diamond Boat collection. And make sure you guys check out and be on the lookout for Keysha.io. That's Keysa. A platform that's going to highlight Black art in the NFT space. It's definitely a needed app. It's created by a group of brothers. Make sure you support that. Make sure you keep your eyes open for that. Make sure you check out my homie, one of my best friends in this metaverse, a great creator, Crack Goddess, CRAXK Goddess.
Crack Goddess.
Look her up on Instagram. Look her up in Horizon. Great worlds, great creators, amazing asset collections.
And remember,
And thank you guys for
1VERSE,
having me.
where we're all one in the metaverse.
Then
Hey,
left you.
I
Oh.
like that.
Cut.
It's a wrap.